Good morning everyone and welcome to the Orchid Man channel. This is Rob. So today I wanted to talk quickly about some orchids that I've mentioned before and I never actually got to the topic. So in the past, like a video or two videos ago, I said I have two Vandas and some epicattleya's and cycleas, cattleyas, which I never actually showed off. I don't know why really. So I thought today I'm actually going to tell you about those plants that I've got and yeah, and how they're doing. So I have two Vandas. One is a normal Vanda, which is a blue one. I have no ID for this, and supposedly this is Rob's choice or something like that. So it's the blue purple one. It's been doing really well. It has a multitude of roots. You will be it's growing a new leaf in here, so you can actually see there's a new leaf growing there, which wasn't there when I bought it. So you're gonna probably ask, what is this horrid thing, which I actually think it's amazing, this glass jar. So basically when I was looking for the way to grow them, I didn't want to hang them. I hated the idea of hanging plants in the house where you have to clean after them and stuff like that, and I just didn't have any place to actually put them with a direct sun. So if you go to Wilko and you live in England and you have this really cool shop called Wilko, they sell a lot of housing stuff. I found this glass juice and water dispenser which costed literally £5, and for the size of it, because this is a 10-litre jar or more, it was way cheaper than any vase I saw, and the glass is thicker and it's so much better because it provides so much space, and it actually has this really cute hole here. So when you water it, all the water goes down and you don't have to worry about juggling it about just to empty the water, and it actually does provide additional air circulation for this one. Now the next one I have is a Vanda that has a name, to which I do not have a label. I think it was Kill You Honey Diamond, which is a very lovely Sanderiana hybrid, which actually isn't blue or purple. It's actually in a vanilla yellow with banana or brownish banana spots. This one is doing really well. It has a way smaller root system, as you can see. So there's a few chunky leaves in chunky roots in there, but it's doing quite well. It's been growing well. I can't see any problems with it. It hasn't lost any leaves. I did use this one because I was kind of worried that it was going too deep in the pot, and I adjusted the one disinfigured the leaves and cause any damage. So yeah, they're doing really well. As you can see, they have sun on this window, so this is probably the brightest windowsill in the house. In the summer you can fry eggs on this one, so I'm having my fingers crossed it will do really well for me. I only had them for less than 2 months, but they are looking okay. I've been watering them once a week, occasionally twice a week, and try to fertilize them every other week just to keep them going well. Especially with this one, I'm trying to water it a bit often because it doesn't have that much roots. Now let's go to the epicattleya's. I did have a bit of change of heart. I had a lot of paphiopedilums, as you know guys, and I was just really upset with the fact that I never had any summer or spring blooms, and everything always used to bloom for me in winter time, which if you have plants during the whole year and you only get them to bloom in like the darkest part of the year, it just gets really depressing. So I thought I'm gonna get some epicattleya's and maybe another cattleya or other plants, because yeah, I was getting really depressed with my plants. So I've got this one, which is a no ID epicatleya, which is supposed to be a hybrid of Encyclia Phoenicia, something like that. I'm butchering the name as always. And it had a new growth, which was this one, and this one never bloomed for me. Let me just give you a bit more light because the sun's disappeared. Yep, so this one had a sheath, but it never bloomed for me. This was the original one, and on the picture I saw was very nice purple flower with a wonderful waterfall of lines on the lip, but it was very deformed, so I was guessing it was because it was the first flower and wasn't being kept properly. But you can see it has 2 new growths, so I'm hoping this will bloom soon. This is in semi-hydroponics. It's been doing extremely well in it. It has a ton of new roots, and it's been loving it because it has the access to the water and the reservoir has minerals. I've done my semi-hydroponics in the way that you have holes in there, and I actually put more than 2 holes because everyone says, oh, you should put 2 holes and stuff like that. I've just like, no, I'm gonna put 6 or 8 holes just so there's enough air coming out and stuff like that, and it's just so much easier to actually keep the level of water out. I might be doing it wrong, but I had my plants in it for the last 7 months and they've been all doing really well. So this is the no ID one. It looks very nice, it's looked really healthy. So this one is the epicattleya black rocket, which you can see has a flower sheath here, which is full and it's growing really well. So this one also is in semi-hydroponics. All of my plants are in semi-hydroponics and it's been doing really well. So this new growth has actually a quite thick bulb and it looks really nice. So this one, last one, which looks a bit messy because it has this one leaf, which is kind of decided randomly to break in transport, and since it just doesn't want to stay straight, whatever I do. Anyway, so this is a no-name hybrid, so it doesn't have an official registered name, but this is a hybrid between Cattleya harrisoniana and Encyclia tempensis, which has wonderful heather-like flowers, and it grows and blooms very profusely because I've seen the flower spike. And you can also see that you have so many bulbs and every single one of them has a old spike. So on every single one of it bloomed. Even if it was a tiny one, it bloomed. So this one sounds like an amazing one. It has 2 new growths and you can see both of them have flower sheaths and they're growing. So I'm looking really forward to seeing this. And also this one is in semi-hydroponics. The white dusting on the pebbles is because I've been using a spray for fungus gnats, because I've seen this guy had some fungus gnats and some mealybugs, so I just sprayed it a few times to get rid of those buggers, which is actually a good thing if you have Cattleyas and Encyclia and Epicattleas, because they're much more resistant to any insecticide and fungicide, which is thank God. Because like when I had my oncidiums and I sprayed them with the insecticide, all of the leaves were covered with black burn spots, which was another very good thing. So anyway, these are my different plants. You know that I also have a Cattleya tropical pointer, which is hidden away on a different windowsill, and I'm not going to be going to dig in there, and it's doing really well. It has a flower sheath and it's going to bloom for me soon. I also have 2 species Encyclias, which is the Encyclia cordillera and the Encyclia ranci, and these are at the bottom shelf of my growing space, so I might do an update on these 2 a bit later. So anyway guys, I just wanted to show you these things that I never talked about previously, and I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions maybe to improve my growing space, please do leave me a comment, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much and I'll see you soon.